This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Tries to pass it through. Over to the left. And it's Rosicki. Shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears. Big chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Number 14, Bebeto.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Marquinhos, Saka. It's a lovely, neat pass. Brzezinski, lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has been cut short. Now it's Bellingham. Pass is just off target. He's picked his way through. Sané. Puskás is onto this. Well timed, excellent interception. Marquinhos. Saka. And it's Bellingham. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Beckham. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Pedro Neto has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And here's Neto. Sané, can he get it through? And that is a little undercooked. Bellingham. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Sané. Rijkaard. Vardiol gets across to intercept that. And it's Beckham. Bellingham. Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Beckham. Vitinha. Brzezinski. And Sané. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Milan, number 8, Thomas Rosicki. Coming on the field
underway again.
is Number 21.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Bellingham. Rijkaard. And that has put paid to that. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And this is Puskás. Big chance! And the shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's in a great position here. And the finish! Really well taken goal. Just one goal in it now. Game on! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
We have got... There's the shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches.
And Bebeto! Goal! Milan! And they edge themselves ahead. They have it in their sights once more. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan take the lead. Pass somewhat off target. Piqué is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Vitinha. Played backwards here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Quality ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's Bebeto. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now he's got space here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Rijkaard. He's on it. Can he get away?
Minutes has been indicated.
Bebeto. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Puskás. And he's onside. And he was quick to react. And he's gone looking for safety. And that's it. Milan have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Bebeto picking up the man of the Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking there. Olise! Goal! Santos! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Olise demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rosicki unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Puskas. Mbappe. Piqué promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Puskas. Puskas. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Puskas. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Now it's Batistuta, and he's worked it through. Just the goalkeeper. There's the shot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe. Olise picked out brilliantly. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Olise. He's had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far. And here's Batistuta, and the shot's on here. Rosicki. He's well positioned here. Can he finish? And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
3-0 and things... And Batistuta! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're at it again in double quick time. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Added time.
Oh, cracking ball. And he's heaved it away. Taken back almost at once. Puskas. Ambitious ball here. And this is Bebeto. Great vision. And the finish! He's got a goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Here we go again then.
Milan really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now he's got space here. Dink through. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Seedorf. And it's Rosicki. Bebeto. And he's in on goal. And a chance! It's there!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Tries to pass it through. It's a threatening ball. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And now he has two. This is threatening to become a really good game.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that was very necessary. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. And he was quick to get it clear again. That's a throw. Now it's Puskás. Is there any support? Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. He scored! And he is just ripping it up. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen
Puskás! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bebeto. Well, played right into his path.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Sané.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, just skips past. Real chance! Really well taken goal. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And it's been taken short. Oh, he's played it in, and the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've scored! They have stolen level at the last! And he's only two. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Sané gleefully reminding us of what a... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
It could be in here. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Sané. Olise. Nice sequence of passes, this. This looks promising. And he will. And the shot! Brzezinski. And it's Brzezinski. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, good-looking ball. Puskás! Puskás! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Seedorf. Brzezinski out to the right. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for the run. Brzezinski looking to run onto it. He rises! It's in! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Passing nice and neat. Alexander-Arnold. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Cucurella. And the pass is intercepted. Sane. That has not gone well. Thinks one through. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Koulibaly. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There will be
Takes a shot! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisive.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a chance, surely! And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Milan have the chance to go the other way. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too. Brzezinski. That looks a decent ball. Seedorf. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Out again for a throw-in. Brzezinski. And Sane. Cucurella. That is ended up in no man's land.
It's ball.
Looking for options for movement.
Finishing.
Shapes to shoot! Cleared away.
What is it, bro?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that has left him in a heap. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Hazard. Sane. And this is Bebeto. He can run onto that. Cucurella. And that's been won straight back. Looking to play him in. Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Milan are coasting towards victory. And this is Puskás. Nicked it back promptly. And he's had a hit. You've got to be quick to recover this. Swings it across. Big header. It's hit the upright. Final touch was poor.
There will
Now
be
it's
one
Sané.
more added
Now
time.
it's Puskás. Good take, and is he in?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to get it away. It's a sharp pass. Good effort from distance. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Rijkaard tries to clear. We expected better, and so did he. Van Bouten tries to play it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Puskas. Knocks it into space. Shot could be on. Takes a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Bebeto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Hangs one in. The keeper gets his hands on it. Into Milan, have the chance to go the other way. And here's Son, and Sonny! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? No goals as yet. Guti. Played out towards the right wing. Hakimi. And that's a simple one for the keeper. 30 minutes gone. Can he get on the end of this? Great vision. Bellingham kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Puskas. Milan looking to pass their way through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Casillas claims comfortably. Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest...
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that.
Intense.
Intense and utterly captivating. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Puskas! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The goal scorer for Milan.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Brzezinski, that has ended up in no man's land. Aims beyond the defence.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. they've got to push for more.
Van Dijk. Inter Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And Puskás! It's a good run, that. Great timing. And he's in on goal. Milan have it back and can go again. Lovely. He's having a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Look at the space here. An uncompromising challenge. And Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Perez. Inter Milan finding their passes. And it's Hakimi. Yamal. Yamal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's found a way through. Out towards the flank. Could be danger here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Threads one in. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Nicked it back promptly.
There will be 1
Rosicki.
minute added time.
Van Bouten. And we're done. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Puskás taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Rosicki. Sane! It's hit the crossbar. Danielson. Now that looks a decent ball. Batistuta is onto this. Oh, important interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Puskás. Dani Olmo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a searching pass. PK. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Danielson. Great vision. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rijkaard getting this one clear.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Batistuta. Puskás can see things others simply cannot. And this is Batistuta. Rosicki. And it's Sané. That has been cut short. Rui Costa. And here's Batistuta. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Sané. Rui Costa. Now it's Batistuta. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Vardiol. Seedorf. This is Batistuta. Shot, surely! He's scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Oh, he's been caught on it, and Batistuta! Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. They forced the error and extracted the mac. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Danny Olmo. Denilson. Oh, it's Batistuta. He's played it back. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Puskás. Can he get it through?
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Danny Olmo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Puskás. Brilliantly cut out. And he's quick to get it clear again. And this is Puskás! Puskás! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Puskás is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Substitutions taking place.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
That's been intercepted. That pass isn't the best. Oh, easy pickings there. Bebeto. Yildiz. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Borussia Dortmund have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, delightful ball. Khan claims comfortably. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Not the most accurate pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Real chance here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Borussia Dortmund have got it back and they'll have another go. He is through here. Puskás. Can he finish? Oh, should have put that away.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue and that's the way to do it.
In progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Bebeto plays it short. Played into the box. He gets big. It's in. With so little time left. Grandstand finish. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Has been indicated.
Out for a throw. Nice bit of skill and he's away. He's found a way through. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's...
And we're done. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
We are glad to inform you that
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Palmeiras have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bellingham promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in, and the shot's on here. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Donnarumma defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Olise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he cuts out the supply.
Oh, really well played.
Olise.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Bellingham. Gallagher. Now it's Solot. Gallagher. Look at the space here. He's got away. No foul, says the referee. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Olise! That was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Brzezinski. Van der Ven. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking to play him in. There's the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Palmeiras really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Zanetti. Sané. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Puskas. And Puskas! Well, a decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Sané, he is through here. And the cutback. Palmeiras were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Bellingham. Here's Sorlot. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless.
This is the time you need that pace.
That is ended up in no man's land. Played out towards the right wing. That'll be a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Piqué is there to clear. And it's Bellingham. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's been slipped through.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Sané, and he was quick to react. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Sané. Now it's Bebeto. And this is Puskás. Oh, he's shapes to... Oh, it's hit the post.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Guardiola cuts out the pass. Shot could be on. Sané unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bellingham. Robertson going full tilt down the left. And he's whipped to the diving header! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
After 88 minutes is number 7, Gallagher.
Palmeiras take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested
Please
interest.
join me in wishing all the best for members
You look
of
back
our
on the
fan
game then,
club
Jim.
celebrating their
Milan
wedding
could still be
anniversary
playing,
today.
Peter, and probably...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely intercepted. Puskas looking to play him in. He has a look up. That's been... And the shot! Goal! Milan! As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Bebeto really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Thinks about the shot. Puskas unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Puskas. Sané. He's gone for goal! And that's off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Okazaki. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Rosicki. Picked out and Puskas! No mistake! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
It's played through for him. Gets his head on it! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're at it again in double quick time. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the...
Oh, what a mistake! Pelé. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. The message is clear, none shall pass. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Looking for the run. Stood up well to him there. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's half-time here. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Cantona. Number 11, Neymar.
And we're off again.
Number 47, Owen.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's hit the woodwork and out. And Messi! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him.
Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Can he get on the end of this? Lovely. Now then, it's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
After 63 minutes is number 10, Pushkash.
It's become a case of men against boys. Nicely spread. Messi could try. Messi! No, that's just wide.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Driven forward. Puskás looks to get on the end of this. Pele tries to pass it through. Puskás.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Puskás. Great vision. Bebeto. That's the keeper's ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. They've got to be quick to recover this. Now it's Sané. And they're back on the ball again. He can get that clear. And it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. It's Pelé! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Great ball and his chance! And it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 88 minutes is number
Things
14.
looking so easy, almost too easy here. Messi! Messi!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That has been cut short. Pelé. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Puskás claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Japan.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Brzezinski. Now, can they get him away? Bebeto gets... He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Number 14, Bebeto! Bebeto! Bebeto!
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Van Nistelrooy, he's had it taken off him. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Zanetti calmly anticipates. Olise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, played right into his path. And this is Sané. There's no flag. Shoots! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's got away. He's going for goal. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bebeto. Looking to play him in. And the through ball. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Milan with the corner. They're first. Oh, smashing header. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Aimed beyond the defence. Bebeto has it out wide. Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Vitinha! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. And it's It's lofted through here. Oh, super find. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Van Dijk. For Olise. Vitinha. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Could be danger here. And a goal kick. Khan. Now it's Bebeto. He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Okazaki providing an outlet on that flank. Corner it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Bebeto. And this is Bebeto! It's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
It's become a case of men against boys. And this is Puskás.
Oh, really well played.
He's through now. Can he finish? Goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bebeto. Bebeto is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. The message is clear, none shall pass. Schlotterbeck spots it and intercepts. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. Played out towards the right wing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played out wide, looking for the run. Khan claims comfortably.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's an imaginative pass. And he was quick to react. Olise. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's that, the end. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen. Milan do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Milan do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
That's right there.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Milan cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. It's a promising position. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the referee has done well here. He's pulled him to one side, he's told him what's what, and hopefully he'll behave himself from now on.
And it's Rijkaard. A probing pass. That's an excellent interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a nicely weighted pass. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable.
Little doubt, that is a foul.
Why, bro, why?
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He won't be happy with that one. Back into the middle. That has ended up in no man's land. Puskas. That is good alertness. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Seedorf.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And this is roll. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Sanchez spots it and intercepts. And he thumps it clear.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Up towards the front line. Oh, easy pickings there. Khan gets it away. Looking for a runner. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Bebeto. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Tries to play it through. Seedorf.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's a searching pass. Rijkaard attempts a clearance.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Rosicki. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello, attendees.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, that was vital. Brzezinski. Sade. Sade is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Brzezinski. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Raul. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Now it's Puskas. Passing is crisp and sharp. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that has been clubbed away. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Showing great feet there. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Van Dijk gets it clear.
Milan seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Puskás. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Puskás. Great shot at goal! Oh, it's there!
Finally, the crucial opener. Well, what a time to do it. What a time. Someone was going to have to be brave, and it was certainly worth it.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution for Milan, number 14, Bebeto. Number 8, Thomas Rashitsky.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Khan is there to clear. Some resolute defending there. Great vision. Oh, that's delightful.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's Lewandowski! Nice looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So that's it. It is all over. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went and got it.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, that's fabulous.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And here's the chance to counter. Well, that looks a decent ball. That is a brilliant interception. Probing pass. Well, that's well spotted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Puskás. Sane receives it in a good position here. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Stood up well to him there. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Puskás. Pass somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh no, what has happened here? It's takes a shot! Goal! Milan! An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be...
And the finish! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 30 minutes is number 7, Leroy Sané.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Sané. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. And it's Bernardo Silva. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid.
And Puskás! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. Bebeto with a real chance here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Bebeto! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's quick to get it clear again. Played into space out wide. Bebeto picks it up out wide. Keeper gets his hands on it. Bernardo Silva.
Has been indicated.
That'll be a throw. Oh, a lovely bit of skill. He's got away. Bernardo Silva! And there's There's the end of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Puskos. Now it's Rosicki. It's a promising position. And it's Sane! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Albert Ferrer. And Stojkovic. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's caused a worry or two. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, this is just a goal. Great chance! Beckenbauer. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Now it's Messi. Bebeto. Now it's Bebeto. He's picked his way through. Threads one in. Brilliantly cut out. That's really well manoeuvred.
Bebeto really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Bernardo Silva really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to
And Sané! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Now it's Kagawa. Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Sané.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking for options for movement. Pings in across. Oh, can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Just cruising. They are cruising. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Indonesia.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so...
And he's had a hit! Superb from Puskás!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good. Very good.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Tunisia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rosicki, always bustling through here. That has been cut short. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Now it's Sané. Busquets. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Puskás. And this is Sané. Sané showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shapes to shoot! A Bebeto beauty! A finish right from the top draw. And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's in plenty of space here. Keeper gets his hands on it. And this is Sané. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Played out wide. Sané. Maldini wins the duel this time. Oh no, this does not look good. Lovely feet. Milan looking to pass their way through. Bale. Belletti. Nicked it back promptly. Busquets. Knocks it into space. Olise gets into some space. Busquets. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kaka. Searching pass he's played there. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Kaka. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now that's well seen too. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a lovely pass. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Sané. He's found the way through. Sané. He is just caressing. Chance for a shot. Spectacular from Sané. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply. And that'll be the final action of the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline. but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And the game has already resumed here. Threads one in. Park Ji-sung gets into a good position. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bale. It's a good run down the right. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kaka. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Looking to play him in. And that is as far as they're going to go. Looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Puskás.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maldini calmly anticipates. It's Park Ji-sung. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Brzezinski. Bebeto. No, that was never going to make it. Belletti. For Olise. Mbappe. Just about up to 75 minutes. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Now it's Puskás. Belletti. Busquets. And it's Belletti. And here's Bale. And they win it back again.
Substitution.
And it's Conte. Beckenbauer. That's been slipped through. And he's found a way past. He's had a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! And somehow he kept it out. Corner number 2 then. Maldini getting this one clear. Now here's the delivery. And that has been clubbed away.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
2 added minutes.
Tries to play it through.
Oh, super ball. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that will be the final act. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Osimhen certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it... Oh, what has happened here? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Sané. He's got away. And smartly reclaimed. Great, he's had a shot! He scores!
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
He's onside. Kaká! And he thumps it clear. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Sané. Oh, easy pickings there. Shot could be on. And they've got it again. Oh, good ball. Great chance. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Marquinhos with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. This is Van Nistelrooy. Sané. Looking for the run. He has found a way through. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. Chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Rosicki gets it away. That'll be a throw-in. Maciej Cunha. Rosicki. Bebeto. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Sané. Oh, terrible. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Milan have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Vitinha cuts it out. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first half thoughts?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he really needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
It's run loose here. Van Nistelrooy. Lovely. Now then.
Phoenix Rising really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Played back in.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to...
Shot, surely! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
It's all a little bit desperate. And Puskás!
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Osman. Coming on to replace him is
And that's
number
another
14,
throw.
Mbappe.
And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Rosicki. Might be danger here.
Puskás really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's the keeper's ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Phoenix Rising clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 14.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
And he's away. He's
on the field.
won the finish!
Number 20.
Off the post.
Number 8. Gerard.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Out to the right.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Rosicki, and he welcomes it in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rosicki tries making a foray down the right. Out towards the flank.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
4 added minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
Mbappe. Puskás is onto it in a flash. That pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? There will be 4 extra minutes. And that will be it. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Puskás. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a treat, provided he's paired with the right folks around him.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. And here's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance, surely! He's going to be quick to recover this. Sané has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Sané. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Piqué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Jordi Alba. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.